Hey, it's Jeff Summers with Watch You Know. Today, a full review of the Benyar 5179. I strongly suggest that you check out my unboxing of this watch. Spoiler alert, mute it for 5 seconds if you don't want to know what happens at the end. But for those of you that seen it, you know that the watch breaks. Nonetheless, I do want to give you a full review of it. I want to give you a close-up pics and videos in the overview section, then take the watch outside, let you see what it looks like in the sunlight, and then finally I'll give you my honest opinion. I've been able to wear it for a few weeks and tell you a lot more in that regards. If you like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. And let's waste no more time and get right into it. Hello, people. And this is the overview section, and Gumby is presenting our two watches. Why two? Well, if you watch that unboxing, you'll know why. This watch right here had a loose rotor, and it finally fell off by the end of filming the unboxing. So I have the two watches because I was able to repair this watch, and before I repaired it, I was fairly upset, so I called Amazon where I purchased the watch to see if they could send a replacement, because I knew I had to review, and I didn't want to review a broken watch. I wanted to review one that was intact, because maybe it was just a freakish thing. And we'll talk about quality control later when I get to my opinion. But I was sent this replacement. So I have two watches, and that's that. So if you don't mind, Gumby, I'm going to pick up this watch. Oh, I guess I'm sorry, Gumby. Are you okay? So let's get on with this overview. Well, we have a watch with a case diameter of 40 millimeters, and the dial extends a couple of millimeters beyond that to give us a 42 millimeter dial. And from lug to lug, it's 49 millimeters. The lug width is 22 millimeters. The watch is 160 grams with all the links on it, and you take off a few of the links, it comes down to about 140 grams. This Benyar has 100 meters of water resistance, and of course it's an homage to the Tudor line of watches, and not an exact homage, because we have the Tudor Black Bay maroon color, but yet a Black Bay does not have these square markers. What does have the square markers is the Tudor Pelagos. So it's kind of a combination of the two watches. A 60 click dial, just like in those watches I mentioned from Tudor. This has a loom, and the loom is a BGW9, and it is on the hands, it's on the markers, and of course the loom pip. It's set on this bracelet with this is a real simple click to get on and off. Nothing fancy, pretty basic. It's not milled or anything like that. It's just, real basic. As this is a very inexpensive watch, coming in at $59. The crystal is a Hardlex crystal. Now the movement is really a very inexpensive Chinese movement made by a company called Pearl. And this is the G3265Z movement. Oh, hey, where's Gumby? Oh, I think Gumby hurt his back. Maybe he'll be back later. Who knows? All right, anyways, this Pearl G3265Z watch movement is pretty darn basic Chinese movement. There is no hacking. You can hand wind it and expect to lose 45 seconds or gain 45 seconds per day. I would say it's somewhat decorated for the price that 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 this watch cost you. I mean, they could have made it even more basic or hit it with a solid case back, but you get to look at it. I think that's a nice thing. So anyways, that's the movement. It does beat at 21,600 vibrations per hour. And I saved this for last because there's a lot of controversy about what it's made of. The watch company Benyar says it's made of a stainless steel. And there's a lot of reviews that talk about Benyar watches and how they are not made of stainless steel, that they're made of an alloy. And there was one reviewer, and I'll put a link to this video because it's really interesting and you should see it, by Jason the Watch Guy, who really gets at the heart of this, takes a Benyar watch, not this one, an older model, which actually says on the back, instead of, see how this is stainless steel? That watch said stainless steel. So at least Benyar has gotten better at spelling stainless steel, but it's really a mystery as to whether it actually is. But anyways, Jason tries to get to the bottom of this. He cuts the watch in half and determines that it is not stainless steel case, that it is a chrome plating. Now, I don't have that type of machinery here, and I'm not going to do that. You can see that video, even though it's not on this exact watch. So who really knows if this is exactly stainless steel or not? I don't have metal test kits, but at $59, I'm almost certain that it really doesn't matter. The only thing that does matter is the trust in the company. If they're saying stainless steel and it's not, you know, that can be a big problem. I'll talk more about that in the opinion section. So I don't think I left anything out. If you think I did, then please ask me in the comments. And now we're going to take the watch outside. Yes, we're outside with the Benyar 5179 Pelagos Black Bay Homage. Let's just see what it looks like out in the natural light. Okay, I'm here with my two Benyars, and the first thing you're going to notice is that the one on the right has a watch strap. So I'll tell you about that more later. But let's get through some of the negatives of the Benyar 5179. And they are pretty bad. There are some good things of the watch I'll get to, but look, on the back of the watch, it says all solid stainless steel. So I am not sure if they're referring to the case back, the actual case, the entire watch. The watch bracelet is indeed stainless steel, but there is some miscommunication at best, and at worst, just an outright lie on what the watch is made of. Now, when you go to Benyar's website, you'll see that it says the 5179 has a stainless steel bracelet and that the case is alloy. But yet we see this here, all stainless steel. And there's the issue of quality control. This rotor fell off when I did my unboxing, trusting whether the watch will come to you in one piece. Who knows? You know, I'm 1 for 2. Maybe it's just 1 in 1,000 and I got unlucky. And one other thing I don't like about the watch is the bracelet, which is why I put it on this watch strap. It's just cheaply made the way it feels. Yeah, it may be stainless steel, but I see that it is already, where is it? There is a point on here where it's already, see right there, it's already seemingly starting to wear. The clasp is cheap. It doesn't feel good to open and close. Yes, it's easy to do that, but it's just not very well made. And there's another mark on the bracelet. I've had this for about 2 or 3 weeks, and after a year, you can imagine how banged up it will be. And yeah, I'm not that rough with my watches. My other watches don't have scratches like that after a couple weeks. Oh, it's Gumby, you're back. You're a bloody mess, Gumby, what happened? The fall? I didn't think you fell that badly. Well, I hope you mend and that you are, what? No, don't do that. Gumby is threatening a lawsuit. Gumby, please, come on. It was an accident. Please think about it. And go rest. I think you need to rest. Let me finish with this review. I'm gonna take you over here and I'll be careful and gentle. Bye, Gumby. Take a rest and reconsider that lawsuit. Let's talk about what I like about the watch. I like how it looks, and it really takes some of the best aspects of the Black Bay and the Pelagos and mixes them together in a nice blend. I mean, it's well done visually. I do like that the movement is fairly well decorated for the price, and it's only $59. It looks fantastic on this watch strap from Ritchie Watch Bands. I paid $18 for the watch strap from Ritchie Watch Bands. Gives it a vintage look, right, with the stitching there. And the hardware on the Ritchie Watch Bands are very well done. So what a value on that. So bottom line is, if you can stomach the fact that you're not really sure of what the watch case is made of, and you're willing to take a little bit of risk on the quality control of the watch, then it might be for you, because it is a nice looking watch. Well, that's it for my review. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to the channel Watch You Know. And I'll see you in the next watch review. So have a good night, good day, evening, whatever time it is. Bye.